I'm speaking to Claire Howard, solo flutist, educator and yoga teacher, and a recent master's degree graduate of Texas Tech University for flute performance. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. I know it feels a little bit anticlimactic this year to be a graduate, but I did watch my virtual graduation ceremony this morning. So.
Oh my, yeah, it literally just happened this morning. In a normal world, you would be out celebrating with family and friends. So, but I'm glad that you're able to do this with us, and also you got to graduate this morning and celebrate.
Yeah, this is a fun celebration too.
Okay, good. You have a very interesting background as a musician, and in that you've integrated a devoted yoga practice into your music education and performance. I see that you've been teaching yoga classes and workshops for instrumentalists and vocalists in West Texas. So what inspired you to start sharing the healing practice of yoga with musicians at such an early stage in your life?
I have been an anxious person for a really long time, even before I knew what it meant to be anxious. And when I got to undergrad for music education, all of that low-level anxiety that had lived inside of me throughout high school was just like the dial was turned up all the way. Feeling like I had this really regimented practice schedule and my classes were so demanding. And so I noticed myself struggling with anxiety. And I had been doing yoga since I was a little girl. My mom introduced yoga to me
Nice.
because she didn't want to get a babysitter when she went to yoga classes. So she just took me along.
That's so sweet.
I remember in undergrad thinking, I wonder if a yoga class would help me feel more centered and grounded, because I had had that experience before. So I started going to this little hot yoga studio in my tiny, tiny college town. And I immediately was able to get out of my head and into my body again, which is my biggest struggle with anxiety, is feeling like I'm trapped in this like worry tornado. I also had been struggling with some tension in my body. I have a pre-existing wrist issue, an old injury that would come back with the asymmetrical way that my instrument is and the way that I have to cross my body with my left arm. My wrist tension was coming back and I was noticing physical tension. And I just watched as yoga kind of helped me to become more aware of all of these things in myself, and to also be a little bit kinder to myself as well. And so I started thinking, what a resource this is, yoga, for people who are in this field. And I was noticing my classmates that were also struggling with the same things that I was struggling with, anxiety and tension and pain. And I was thinking, I wish that I could give this gift to them. I wish I could share this with them too, so that they would know that this, you don't have to live like this. So I decided to get my yoga teacher certification when I was, I think I was 20. It was in 2014. And I came back to my undergrad and I went to the Kripalu school and did a month-long training, which was life-changing in Massachusetts. And then I came back to my undergrad and I immediately started teaching free meditation and yoga classes for musicians. And I have just been hooked ever since on trying to spread the good word to as many people as I can, that, the practice room doesn't have to be a place of anxiety and tension.
That's great. I think anxiety affects a lot of us, especially creative people. So I know it's affected me for a long time. And I think meditation and yoga just go so hand in hand. And it just never kind of dawned on me to really kind of apply that to musicians, where you guys are always physically exerting yourself, and anxiety can affect your performance. So I think that's so inspiring. So thank you.
Absolutely. And I think about, musicians who are in school who spend, like I was spending, there were a couple days that I had 6 or 7 hours of rehearsal a day, and that's not even counting practice. And so my body was just in asymmetrical position for hours and hours every day. And so physically that takes such a toll, and it can help to, at the very least, greater body awareness and hopefully a little bit of softness and balance as well.
Yeah.